is a login form for the website. There's some validation on it, session validation. So if someone tries to log directly onto the dashboard, there's a function that checks to see if a session has been started. If it hasn't, they're redirected back to the login page. There's validation on the actual form as well to check if a username and password is present, and then there's validation to check if the username and password exists on the database. When the user logs in, they're taken to the dashboard page. There's two forms here. There's one for creating a post and one for editing posts and deleting. The user just creates a title and a message and posts it. There's a confirmation message. There's validation on this form also to check that there's values entered. The add new message is passed from this form here on this submit button click. The values from the post are passed to this function here. There's an error array being created, and then the session ID has been collected. The post values are being passed to these variables. Then there's some checks being carried out, just checking to see if there's text present. If there are any errors, they're echoed out on the screen using the Suite Alerts Java functions. And then if there are no errors, there's a query opened or created for the database, and the values are inserted into the database, and there's then a success message put out onto the screen, and the database is closed. The user can edit posts from this page as well by selecting one of the posts from the drop down. You just select it, press the edit button, and then they're taken to an edit page. Here they can just enter a new title and new text. Press the update button. The changes will be confirmed, and then they'll be redirected back to the dashboard. Is HTML and PHP for the drop-down menu. That uses PHP here just to query the database and gather the message information. It runs that information through a while loop, grabbing the ID, the message title, and the date, and then it echoes it out on the actual drop-down menu. When the user selects one of the messages and presses the edit button, the information is sent to this function here, and this selects all information from the database based on the ID that was sent from the form, and creates session variables, and then passes this information onto the actual edit page. This is the code for the edit page. This picks up the values that were sent from the previous dashboard page from the session variables. The user enters a new title or an update title and an update text, and then presses the edit submit button. The values are passed to this post. This checks for errors also. If there's no errors present, it opens an update query, and then it'll update the message table and set the message title field equal to the past value, body and date also, and this is based on IDs. And these are just messages: a message to confirm and a message if the update was unsuccessful. The user can also delete messages from here, so if they select a message from the drop down, is simply press the delete button. There's a confirmation message pops up. If it's cancelled, it won't be deleted, and if it's confirmed, it'll be deleted, and then there'll be a confirmation message. This is the code for the delete function, so it's controlled with this here button here. So when a message is selected from the drop down menu and the button's clicked, this JavaScript message will be displayed first of all, confirmation message, and nothing will be passed to the PHP function until that's actually confirmed. If it's confirmed, it'll do the usual stuff, check for errors, and if there's no errors, it'll create a delete query. It'll delete from the message table based on the ID, and then it'll post out a confirmation message. The error messages are handled using a JavaScript library called Suite Alerts. As an example of one of the error messages being called, it takes 3 parameters: the actual title of the message, the content of the message, which in this case has been passed as a PHP variable within the for each loop, and then the actual type of message. There's 3 different types. There's warning, error, and success message. These are the functions for the error messages. This one takes 3 parameters. It takes the title of the error message, the text for the error message, and the type. The one above takes the same parameters, including a URL, which can be attached to the button. The one above this takes title, text, and type, and also a timer, which can be specified in milliseconds, and a custom icon as well.